I think the best way to describe it was seeing Brian Holtzman live was a religious experience. An amazing reminder of there being no limits on that stage. It like jolted me. But I even messaged Holtzman this and he replied to it, which was pretty fucking neat. He was at the picnic. He was at the fucking
cookout.
The cookout. He was at the picnic. Oh my god!
You lost your invitation.
Oh my god! I don't remember the early days of YouTube.
Bro, I was in the trench. I was in the streets. YouTube streets, bro.
Nerd.
And like, yo, I used to do. I'm not even gonna say that.
Oh no! Yeah. Expose yourself.
It's not
Bucky. Oh yeah, this guy's got the Bucky shirt. Bro, I'm still like, before we get into the recap and talk about this week's comedy shows, I'm still like, I don't even know if coming down off of the trip is like the right way to describe it. I think more than anything else, I'm still internalizing what Brian Holtzman has actually done to my, like he broke my comedy world. No pause needed with Brian Holtzman.
You said you've been internalizing Brian.
Hey man, Brian would call me a bitch if I were to call out a pause on anything. You gotta fucking just go with the flow. Fuck, hell of pause, nigga. Nah, man. I think the best way to describe it was seeing Brian Holtzman live was like a religious experience. There's a reason that I put Kaufman on the wall today. Let me fix this.
It's fine.
No, it's a little crooked.
No, now it's crooked.
No, it's not.
From here?
No, it's fine. This is what I look at.
Okay.
This is square. This is square. It's just on the camera, completely separate. I swear to you, bro, I feel like this is like, I forget how old I was. I was early 20s when I really started unraveling Andy Kaufman as a comedian, and then like just his role, because I grew up watching wrestling, and just his role in the development of the modern day like bad guy in wrestling. And then him being a comedian, just Jim Carrey connection, all that stuff. Mm-hmm. Like there's so much that is wrapped around Andy Kaufman, and Jim Carrey's kind of connected to that because I really discovered Kaufman fully through Man on the Moon when Jim depicted him. And Jim was like that guy. Like they're both one and the same almost. They're like symbiotes in my mind. That impacted me in such a way, like Kaufman's material and his delivery, and nobody knowing when he was serious or not, to the point where when he died of cancer that people thought that it was a joke. That's what like Brian Holtzman was almost like a jolt of electricity. Like I don't have to hear with it. I can't keep talking about Holtzman because this will just be the rest of the fucking podcast at the end of the season. Being like, I went down such a crazy rabbit hole. I think I've seen every podcast interview he's done, all his podcast shit, to the random videos he posts on his YouTube channel.
Amazing.
I almost feel like when I started comedy and I was studying it, like I was in school.
Yeah.
I'm not watching Holtzman to take his shit.
No.
But watching him does something to my psyche to be like, not that I forgot, but I even messaged Holtzman this and he replied to it, which was pretty fucking neat. Cause I made that post on my Instagram story feed. I'm like, watching Brian Holtzman was like a religious experience. And then he responded like, thank you for the post, all that stuff. I'm like, no, you don't understand. Like seeing you did something, like it just reminded me, I told him to always be unapologetically myself on stage. Mm-hmm. And he gave me the flex with the 100%. He's like, because that's what he's all about.
Yeah.
That's why he says when he's on stage is like, if you take this seriously, you're a fool.
Yeah.
Because he's playing a caricature. But he's doing it in the funniest way, and it's really one of those types of things where it's like just holding up a mirror to society. Mm-hmm. That's all I think personally he's doing. He's your crazy uncle at the fucking Thanksgiving Day dinner, you know what I mean? But he's not actually that person in real life. It changed me, bro. Like that's the best way I can it like jolted me. It just was an amazing reminder of there being no limits on that stage. As long as you're funny, bro, even if you walk people, if you're funny, the people that get it, get it. Mm-hmm. And then it's even funnier because those people are so in their rigid box of life. Everything must be by the books and you shouldn't be saying this and don't make fun of them, punching down and fucking this and that and caring this. And I'm offended. It's like, offended by what? It was straight up like a mega church, bro. Like, and we saw him in the mega church of comedy right now.
True.
So it was straight up a religious experience. Like, and when the priest does this and blesses the people, that's Holtzman walking people. Whiplash, whiplash, whiplash. Oh, what? That was too offensive. Whiplash. Oh, whiplash. Go watch Cancel Holtzman, his comedy special. If you're not a bitch. Yeah, have you had a comedian like that for you yet?
What do you mean?
Like, who's impacted you comedically? Like, to that level?
In terms of like what I found funny, or just like how I
influenced or changed the way you look at your approach to comedy?
Oh, one for sure. And this was like a while back, but like, I remember when I was younger, I was watching Corey Holcomb.
Like, how old?
Whenever the Shaq stuff was like
5150.
But like, I was watching him back then. Like maybe a little bit later because I was on YouTube and stuff.
Yeah.
But like, I've been watching him for a while, and just the way he's so confidently saying what he's saying, and he knows people are going to disagree with him.
Yeah.
But he's like, God told me to tell you this. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes I feel like that, like, because there's something in him that's telling him to say it, and he's just going to say it regardless. And he knows some people are going to be mad or whatever, but he's like, I have to say it, you know? So I would say him for sure. Even like, you know, Russell Peters, another one, with his like, and I know you don't, maybe you do, but anyways, the way he does those like quick little pun jokes, like all the time, he's always doing them.
Yeah.
That's influenced me a lot too, to where like, yeah, I throw them all the time. And every time I say, you're like, you're off the show.
Oh, like the dad joke shit.
The dad jokes, but like just constantly thinking of, oh, this could be something I could say as a joke. Like Russell's literally always doing that.
Yeah, I feel like that is a method of his. I would imagine. I never asked him, but it feels like, because that's how you stay sharp, bro. And when you grew up he grew up in roast culture too, bro. Like he grew up in the hood
of Brampton.
That lunch table shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, well, at least he grew up around he was at the picnic. He was at the fucking...
The cookout?
The cookout. He was at the picnic. Oh, my God.
You lost your invitation.
Oh, my God. He was at the picnic. You know, where all the black people hang out. He was at the picnic.
That's so funny.
I'll never let myself live that down. I should get that for the soundboard. He's at the picnic. What the fuck is this show? I'm off the show.
You're off the show.
Oh God.
But like, I would say Corey, Russell Peters.
Yeah.
Those are some big ones. And like, I also grew up enjoying watching Jim Carrey. You know what I mean? Like, he was also like, I found him to be super funny.
Yeah. Like, who were the influences when you were really young? Like developing your sense of humor? Because you got to be older. You were older when you were watching Corey and them.
Corey, probably a little bit older. I was maybe like 15, 14, around there.
You know what? That's developing humor still. Because you're in high school at that point.
Yeah, high school-ish, yeah. Who was I watching? Like, I would say, Russell Peters, Jim Carrey, Lavelle Crawford. I watched a bunch of growing up. He was funny. Arnez J.
Interesting, bro.
Yeah.
Where were you seeing them?
These are all on YouTube.
Ah, you were looking that shit up. Oh yeah, by then you had YouTube.
Yeah.
See, like those names that you're describing, like BT, Russell, obviously YouTube.
Yeah.
But Comedy Network is where I saw him first, because they would just play all those Comedy Now tapes.
Yeah.
And that was pretty much like, you know how back in the day the channel would have the switch button. You can go back and forth between two channels.
The last
Comedy
button.
Channel was pretty,
Yeah.
Picnic, the switch button. This Canadian weed's kicking my ass. Yeah, Comedy Channel will pretty much always be
On the last.
the back. Yeah. The back. Like the switch. I've never lived a life, ladies and gentlemen. No, but let's get into the comedy recap.
Sorry, one more. He's not a comic,
You can't say it then.
but he's
No, I'm
funny.
joking. I'm joking.
I don't know if you know, he's a YouTuber.
No, you can't say it.
He goes by Swoozy and like
Nah.
also big inspo.
How so?
Just the way he talks, the storytelling.
You make me sick.
You asked,
Man,
bro.
you infiltrated the tribe, bro. You're one of these fucking YouTube guys. Nah, man. Now you're off the tour. You're off the tour.
I had to keep it 100. God told me to tell you this.
Yeah, actually, you take influence from a YouTuber. You think it influences you in on stage?
Not on stage, but like,
Then why'd you say it, you son of a bitch?
well, because I bring myself on stage.
Okay.
So he doesn't.
I'm just being an asshole.
No, I understand, but I'm keeping it 100. You know, like he would do things, and then I would start to just kind of do them in a way, like my own way. But it's like, oh,
It sounds like
That's-
Carlos Mencia up in this.
No,
bitch.
I'm not doing
You took
hit-
a YouTuber's act
it's
and
not
brought
an
it to the
act.
stage. Oh my God, I had to disassociate. Ladies and gentlemen, Dante's approach to comedy is not
this
necessarily.
guy's hearing what I'm saying, like podcast cringe. You just fucking.
Oh, yo, that's a thumbnail. A big yellow arrow pointing at your head. This nigga's a thief.
No, but I'm just saying, like, because I watched a lot of it growing
Yeah.
up, so it's like obviously it's like, you know, this is
Different
funny.
era too. Like you are younger, so you had that
Yeah.
YouTube shit as part of your algorithm. You had an algorithm.
Yeah, I did.
Like
I was early YouTube. Like
I
was
was
there.
Facebook, and then by the time I graduated, Instagram started really becoming a thing.
So
like,
you didn't
graduated
you weren't
high
on
school.
YouTube that much then?
Like no, YouTube and Facebook were around the same time. No,
Kind of, yeah.
yeah.
YouTube was actually way
First.
closer to Facebook back in the day, because like you can like it was like a whole, you can make your channel and you can like customize it to where you have like a background on your channel. Like it was like a MySpace.
really?
Yeah, it was like a MySpace page.
I don't remember the early days of YouTube.
Bro, I was in the trench. I was in the streets.
I was in-
YouTube
oh my
streets,
God.
bro.
Nerd.
And like, yo, I used to do, I'm not even gonna say that.
oh no, yeah. Expose yourself, nigga. You might be able to find Dante on YouTube.
Oh, I'm definitely on there. I'm definitely on there. Like I had one of my channels like 13, 14, 15 years old.
Yo, we gotta dig that up one day. Just one day. When we're bored and out of material. But yeah, let's talk about comedy recap this week. So you did no shows?
No shows.
Try and do a show by next week.
Okay.
Stay on that grizzine.
Yeah.
That grease.
The grease.
Oh my God, bro.
I was thinking that like, cause I was like, okay, I do want to continue like
Well, you gotta continue
on the
sharpening
grind.
your
Yeah,
blade, bro.
yeah, I know. I got to keep hammering. But I was so tired, like just the editing and then like all that stuff. And I'm like,
You don't do it because you're tired or you're got energy. You do it for the love of the game.
I know. And that's what I was thinking to myself.
The love of the game keeps you in.
I was
Son.
like,
Don't let him bully you, son.
don't let him bully you, son. So I took yesterday off.
No, you took a week off, nigga.
No, I was editing. What do you mean? Okay, from performing.
Thank you.
But you asked me if I want to come out yesterday.
Yeah, and do that show.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
and I was like, I'm tired. I'm tired.
That's
boss.
fair. Hey, yo, that's fair. You also got to respect your body.
Yo.
Like, you've been going fucking ham, so.
This is Black Zeus, the podcast season 5.
I love y'all. Thank you for supporting. Once again, the Patreon is launched. If you do want to watch my comedy special right now, you can do so. It's only $10 and you can get it as part of the subscription fee. So like if you subscribe to the Patreon, you can get it that way, or you can just buy it outright for $10 that way. Once again, for transparency, I will release the comedy special for free on the YouTube once we hit 1,000 subscribers. So you can also just hit the subscriber button and just do that. You can support that way, whichever way you want to support. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all that. I don't necessarily use it the way everybody else does, but I'm there if you want to find me. aka Black Zeus, is the person to find on those platforms.